How do you guys? Welcome back to Bartag Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a little video to check out Borderlands, the pre-sequel. It's a game I've wanted for quite some time now, and I love it. I love it and I hate it at the same time, and I'll get into that a bit later on in the video. But first off, first impression of the game, it's very solid. It's nothing too different from previous installments of the series. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, you can always have more of the same good thing, right? Anyway, so yeah, I found it to be enjoyable so far. I've played it for about 2 hours or something, and it's gone pretty well so far. One hair-raising moment I had with a boss. I'll probably release a video for that either on my channel or the Bartag channel, just because it's so infuriating, and it's a level 5 boss. But that's one of the I'd like to call it a charm, but it's a part of the game, is that it can be quite difficult and very frustrating. As you can see here, where I'm shooting these guys, yeah, I'm getting critical shots on them and stuff, but they still take a lot of hits, and they're level 2. And this is like a weapon you shouldn't even have. This is like a weapon that's given to you because I've played a previous Borderlands game. So yeah, it's quite tough. So story-wise, it's obviously in the middle of the first one and the second one, and it's actually done in the style of a retelling by happens to be the character that I picked, who's been held hostage by the Borderlands 2 characters. And questioning her, she's retelling it, and you're replaying it. It's quite an interesting way of doing it. I like it. Mixing it up a little bit. That's not Claptrap, by the way, that's just some random dude. Yeah, it's one of those games where you just find loot everywhere. If you're into those kind of games, I definitely recommend this over, say, Destiny, because whereas you look here, I've started off with 2 guns. Well, 3 guns even, to choose from. They're all pretty low level and stuff right now. But the difference between this and a game like Destiny is you actually get new guns rather than just the same ones with a higher stat. There's literally gazillions of guns in this. Not hating on Destiny, but you know. Come on, guys. You made Halo, for Christ's sake. Anyway, Borderlands. It's centered around Handsome Jack this time. He's kind of a hero, but still a dick. If you haven't played the previous game, he was an absolute asshole in that. But in this, he's not too bad. And he's in over his head, as you just saw there. So most of the time you follow his orders, his rules, you do his bidding. So far, I don't know what happens later in the game because I haven't got that far yet. But yeah. And it does have hilarious consequences. I mean, that's part of this game, is a humour, as you will see here in a second.
Could you help me up? Or you want to wait? You're busy. That's cool. I'll just bleed over here internally for a while. Here, it's a super fun way to pass the time. But yeah, don't mind me. Just the guy who hired ya. Sorry, am I being passive-aggressive? My bad. That must be a...
So I mean, quite funny. But that's the theme that carries on all the way through the game so far that I've played, and I love it for it. It's a really fun game if you've got the patience for it. It's a lot more difficult than, say, Call of Duty, Halo, anything like that. I would say it's a lot more difficult than Destiny as well, even at these low levels. It's frustrating, and I can't stress that enough. I know I've specified that quite a few times now, but yeah, I swear it's harder than the last game. But you know, it's one of those games that it does reward you for it. You play through it, you struggle, you get stressed out, and it rewards you for it, which I'll show in a second. But yeah, more gameplay wise, there's little sections like this where you're not just running and gunning and shooting. There are little, well, you can't really call them puzzles, but little things to break things up a bit, so you're not just shooting constantly. And it usually ties in with something humorous, so it's good. It's all good fun.
I'm in, Jack.
Hold on, I'm gonna spin the cylinder.
You don't see yourself doing that, Call, do you? Go around in the big cylinder. Anyway,
Did you make it up there?
he's a
Free up
lazy
the elevator
bastard.
so I can join you.
So what was I saying? I'm getting off track again here. I'm rubbish at this kind of thing, so I do apologise. But yeah, look, see,
Hey man,
it's
is
a
everything
puzzle.
Okay? Yeesh, you got
It's a
wasted
puzzle.
tight. No big deal though. They can't feel
You just
pain.
bash him out.
Just bash him out of there.
Told you it
these
wasn't a
loaders
puzzle.
bum me out. It's no wonder Dahl took us over so easily. I need more
So, like I was saying earlier about the difficulty and being rewarded for it, you do come along things at the end of
this
bosses
container
like
ought to do
this.
the trick.
It wasn't really a boss that far, but it was kind of a challenge. So the game decided to reward me with one of these loot chests, in which you get more guns, like I was talking about earlier, more super awesome guns to mess around with different effects and damages. I don't really get into it too much. But you can get guns like that where it's explosive rounds and it just absolutely nails people if you hit them.
It does
You
not.
lose a lot of accuracy.
Great.
But yeah, there's a lot of things tailored to your style of play. Combat wise, so far the enemies have been quite varied, you know. You can mostly find the same things in certain sections, but I'm sure it'll vary a bit later on in the game. Who knows? I haven't got that far. But yeah, it's still enjoyable. Can get a bit repetitive, but it's still enjoyable. Yeah, so through the game, you're going to find yourself leveling up and getting skill points to upgrade your attributes like this. Obviously, you've got different sections for different styles of play. Really, you've got 3 sections there. You'll get one where it's more focused on your health and your damage. The other one will be tailored to your special ability, and one tailored to just something completely random or just being a badass or something like that, depending on who you're playing as well. Because there are 4 main characters in this, and their style differ very much. I will be trying them all out, so you'll probably get some videos of me messing around with each character. Let's say either on this channel or on my own channel. So keep your eyes peeled for that. As you can see, I'm only level like 4 at this point, so yeah, there's not really much I can do. But I do have a super shield as Athena, which is good fun because you get to throw it at people like Captain America. So yeah. So make what you want of it, guys. But I know people are put off just because it's a last gen game, and the fact that it can be quite hard. But if you're persistent and willing to give it a good go, then you'll find much enjoyment in this game. But if you're one of these that likes to pick up a game, complete it in like the same day, or just likes to be able to play it and blast through everybody, no problem, then I wouldn't recommend this game. But yeah, that's been me, Future Law, talking loads of shit about Borderlands. But hey ho, thought I'd give it a go. See it around. Anyway, guys, till next time. Next time. Peace out.